Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at some new doggos. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. The Wildercorps hunters pair human and hound to scout the mortal realms. The cities of Sigmar range far and wide across the mortal realms to reclaim the settlements lost in the Age of Chaos. Mighty Dawnbringer crusades filled with citizens are accompanied by columns made of seasoned marshals, rifle-toting fusiliers, and lumbering ogre warhawks with eagle-eyed buddies. These castellite formations are so vast as to be easy pickings for agile enemy warbands that swipe at flanks and pick off stragglers. To ensure the territory they forge into is safe, wise generals dispatch bands of dedicated Wildercorps hunters ahead of them to act as stealthy scouts. So we'll take a little look at this video here. So these new models are great. I mean, they have just been absolutely killing it with this new range. I am very, very impressed. Each one of these looks like a nice original sculpt. Big fan of more dogs in Sigmar. And I mean, honestly, these look a lot like a Mordheim, like Warband type style. I'm definitely a fan of this. Looks like there's a couple of different dogs here, maybe 4 total. Yeah, really cool. I just think each model from like each of these sets we've seen has just some unique look to it and is just really taking like the sculpts to the next level. The Wildercorps hunters are expert trackers with an intimate knowledge of the rougher parts of the mortal realms, often recruited from the reclaimed, those peoples who survived for generations under the cruel lash of chaos. While Azir's doors were closed, they endured sickness, hunger, and inclement weather to hone their skills to a keen knife's edge. Wildercorps squads are unparalleled in their ability to scout the environment for traps and sappers. They perform the surveillance with the aid of trailhounds, legendary bad-tempered dogs bred for keen senses and powerful jaws. They sniff out rival scouting parties and reconnoitre shady groves and clammy warrens where the hunters can lie in wait. Alright, so here we can see all of the new models. And like I said, just all of the sculpts look absolutely awesome. So we see there are like 4 individual dogs, some like different breeds, very cool looking. And then we've got like the leader is holding a dog. And then each of them is armed with different little armament here. So we see like dual hand crossbows, a couple with like the larger crossbows, one with a spear, and then we see one with like a heavy like crossbow, and very, very cool models. Definitely like them. They look very human, very unextraordinary between their facial hair and everything. Just definitely a big fan of all the Cities of Sigmar stuff. Has just looked amazing so far. When armies clash, these hardy pioneers use their foreknowledge of the battlefield to remain effectively unseen by their enemies. As such, they can't be targeted while they're in cover or outside of 12 inches. All the while, they carefully train their arbalests on critical targets, aiming for vulnerable spots to confer an extra pip of rend to their devastating ambushes. Hidden and dangerous. This unit is not visible to enemy units while it is in cover or while it is more than 12 inches away from them. In addition, improve the rend characteristic of this unit's missile weapons by 1 while it is in cover. So very cool. If it's more than 12 inches away, it can't be shot because it's not visible. And if it's in cover, it can't be shot and gains an extra point of rend. Very good. Now granted though, in this 10-person unit, we only really see about like 5 ranged weapons. So you're not exactly going to be like shooting people off the table with this unit. Not content with scouting duties for larger armies, the Wildercorps hunters also strike out on their own as a Warcry warband. Okay, that is absolutely awesome, because they definitely look like they could be a Warcry warband. This group of skilled loners and slobbering hounds are easily the equal of other bands who bring their own pets into battle. From the Offal hounds and the Royal Beast Flayers, to the Simian howlers tamed by monster killers. Who are they hunting in the Gnarlwood? We'll have to wait and see, but those are some awfully worrying tracks. The cities of Sigmar still have plenty more reinforcements, oiling their weapons and polishing their armor, as the Cities of Sigmar army set marches ever closer to release. We'll have more reveals for you right here on Warhammer Community. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. So yeah, very cool. These definitely remind me of Mordheim and just the overall kind of like look and style. Part of it might be the paint job, but I think overall it's like the sculpts and the models, just the idea of like Cities of Sigmar in general. And I absolutely love it. The fact that this is also a Warcry warband as well as a unit for Cities of Sigmar, very cool. I just love how every one of these models is super unique. Part of the problem with like some of the older sculpts from Games Workshop, especially for like your just typical like humans, they tend to be like unextraordinary, but in the sense that they just all look the same and just plain. These ones are different. We see skinny ones, we see fat ones, we see all different poses, we see a mix of like helmets and various equipment. All the weapons don't match. I'm just a huge fan of that because like the idea of sort of just like your regular city folk, like your regular kind of guard going to war, not going to have like matching armor and matching weapons and everything exactly the same, not going to be in the same poses. Every dog, every human, everybody is not going to just look the same. So I do love that they're bringing like diversity into the sculpts, into the range, and just into the game in general. I am all about it. And I can tell you right now that overall, I am definitely all about it. And from what I can tell you right now, the way that the Cities of Sigmar range is looking, 100% be jumping in on that one. And I think this is going to make an awesome Warcry warband. I love that they're bringing more like wild, sort of like tamed animals into Games Workshop games as well. Seeing a lot of like the random like beasts and everything in Warcry recently. Very, very cool. And I think this is a perfect addition as well. So let me know what you guys think down below. Always like to hear your comments, your feedback, your questions, etc. Let me know what you're thinking of this new warband, of the Cities of Sigmar in general. And curious if anybody else kind of got like those Mordheim vibes from like the new cities kind of stuff. I wonder if it's just a matter of time before that game officially comes back as well. I would say probably yes. Although Warcry is kind of like a new school Mordheim, I look at Mordheim a little bit more like a necromunda. And as always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I cannot wait to paint up the new Cities of Sigmar stuff. And I'm out of here.